I have a little jar here, right? It's a jar full of macaroons, but inside of each little macaroon that I have here is a name of a store. And basically, I'm just gonna shake this jar up, pick one macaroon in whatever store that's inside of the macaroon. That's the store I have to go to and find supplies in that store to do my nails with. And the store is basically like Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Five Below, yada, yada, yada. Random stores. But I don't really think people realize like you can literally do your nails with things that these stores provide. But I already started the series. In that video, I picked Walmart. So we already went to Walmart and we already did a Walmart set. If you wanna go see that video, make sure you go watch that one before you watch this one. First, let's do our notification shout outs. These are the first 3 people who commented on my last video. Thank you guys so much for having your post notifications turned on. And if you would like a shout out just like these 3 people here, all you have to do is make sure you have your post notifications on and be subscribed. That way you can be notified each and every time I post and possibly be one of the first 3 people to comment to get a shout out. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick one. Hold on, let me shake it up real good first. The top was about to come off. I always like to go for a macaroon at the bottom. So let's open up this one. It says Target. I already see it. There it is. We're going to Target. This is our Target fit, sort of. I'm about to change my shoes because they freaking hurt. Okay, now these are better. They feel so much better. My big toe can breathe. Now let's go. Coming to Target, I already knew that I was gonna find a whole bunch of nail stuff. Target always stays stocked on their nail stuff, unlike Walmart. So look at this wall. It's night and day compared to Walmart, let me just tell you. The very first thing that caught my eye was these Kiss kits, but we don't want to revisit that because we already used one of those for the Walmart video. Then right above all of the Kiss kits, you have all of the Kiss press-on nails and then different brand of press-on nails. But I didn't want to go to the press-on nails so quick. I wanted to see if I can find a nail kit of some sort. And then I stumbled on this $40 nail kit. I don't know why this kit is $40. You couldn't pay me to tell you why this kit is $40, but we're about to find out together. So just let me be y'all's guinea pig. Let's see if it's worth it or not. Before we move on, I want to make sure I'm giving y'all the correct price. So this is the kit right there, and then that is the actual price, $37.99. I rounded up a lot. It said $40, but I mean it's close to 40 if we want to be real. Like round up, that's $38. Which is still pretty expensive for a whole, like a nail kit that only has like 4 things in it. So let's just see what this kit has to offer for real. So this is the name of the kit, Les Mini Macaron. And it has 4 things in it. Gel polish. You got the little mini macaron, which is super cute, which is right here. It is a UV lamp. Such a coincidence that I have macaroons here. Then we have the nail file and the cuticle pusher. They call it a cuticle stick. And then we have gel remover wraps. So that's the whole kit, it looks like. This just came apart, but it looks like it has a magnet on it. So you just prop it on top of there, and then it just shifts back in place. And then the actual box. Let's open this up. So we have the cord for the nail lamp. This is the file, the cuticle pusher, and then the gel removal wrap. And then we have the actual gel polish. I don't even know what color this is. It's literally black. I don't know if I like black on my nails, but we're gonna use it just for the sake of the video. So this is everything basically that comes in a kit. And this kit was $40. But what I am gonna do, as y'all can already tell, I kind of did a set off camera before starting filming this. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these so we can go ahead and get started with this kit. But with this kit, of course, you can just go ahead and put the polish on and just wear your natural nails as they are. Nothing wrong with that. But I want to use my kit to add some length to my nails. So let me show y'all. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Glazed. So my brand is called Glazed, and we're starting with soft gel tips, and I'm super excited, y'all. This is my first time unboxing this and showing this to anyone, honestly. So like I said, soft gel tips, they are long stiletto, 12 different sizes. Let me open it up. So down here you have your dehydrator, primer, tip glue, and top coat. Everything that you need to apply soft gel tips is right here in the kit. And then here are the tips. These are the long stiletto tips. So you get 3 or 4 different shapes in one tip, which I love, which is the reason why I love a long stiletto tip. And today, for the sake of this video, I am going to cut the nail down to a square, like a short square. So first, what we want to do is go ahead and prep our nails for application. We can honestly use the things that came in the little kit. So I'm going to take this cuticle pusher here and go ahead and push back the cuticles. Now we just have to buff our natural nail, and we can take the file that they have in that Target kit and just file that nail. And all we're trying to do is just buff it out, removing the natural shine from it. Basically, we're gonna try to get it nice and dusty. And then I'm gonna take one of these little wipes here, and I'm just gonna, so it has nail polish remover in it, but I'm gonna use it anyways just to wipe down my nail bed to get rid of all of that nail dust. But to really dehydrate the nail plate, I'm gonna go ahead and use my dehydrator that comes in my kit. And what you're gonna do is just put 1 coat of that dehydrator. And when your nail does that, you know you're good and dehydrated. Now, step 2 is the primer. And then we're gonna go ahead and put 1 coat of the primer all over the nail. And then we can go ahead and get our gel glue because we're gonna need that next. But before we get there, we have to get out our nail lamp. Whoa. With every purchase of my soft gel kit, you will get this UV lamp. Let's go ahead and plug that up and just play with it. Make sure you have it in like a comfortable position before you start. And I think that's pretty good for me. And now we can get out our gel tip glue and go ahead and apply the tip. Now, if you just want to use this manicure kit, after you wipe down your nail plate with the wipe, then you can go ahead and apply the gel polish and you're good to go. But since we are adding a little bit of length, we're gonna add these tips. Now, I would highly recommend when applying soft gel tips that you buff out the inside of the tip. You can use any type of nail drill. It could be a super cheap one, it doesn't matter. But anything to get in that nail tip, the inside of it, and just buff it out. And I promise you, your nails will last you a good 2 weeks, maybe even longer than that. And then put a coat of the gel glue, not too much, but just enough. And that's 1 coat for me, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lamp there. And we're gonna go ahead and press this down. And then put it under to cure. Make sure it's sitting nice and straight before you cure. I have a little bubble, so I could have used just maybe a little bit more gel, but for the most part, we did good. And this is how they all look on. And of course, we want short square. So I am just going to basically take all of these notches off for a short square. Maybe only have 1 or 2 on. Let's put 2 and see how far that takes us. Well, that's 3, but we'll start with 3. Oh, I need to go a lot shorter than that. Let's take 1 off and just stick with 2. And that's still longer than what I want it to be. I want it to be short, but we can start from there and then file it down. Maybe, or maybe that's short enough. I'm gonna try it with the file that they provided in the Target kit to just file it straight. Oh, and it's working, actually. Cool. All right, cool, that worked. I'm actually not mad at that length, so we're gonna keep it that long. One thing I love about these tips is you really don't have to do much filing on the sides unless you really want to, but that's literally perfect. Now we can move on to the gel polish. Okay, so I got the macaroon. It's all plugged up and everything. And one thing I will say about the fact that this is detachable, it'll be easy to flash cure like charms or whatnot onto your nails just by detaching this and just pointing it at whatever needs to be cured. So I'll give them that. That's pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and take that gel and go ahead and apply it to the tip. Now, one great thing about these cover tips, not even just with my cover tips, but you don't necessarily have to buff out the tip with soft gel tips. Like, you don't have to do it. You could if you want to, but it's not necessary. And I would say if you're applying black directly to your nail, it'll definitely help to put like a base coat of gel polish down first and then putting the gel, just simply because black can definitely change the color of your natural nail. I've been through it way back when I used to put black polish on my nails, so yeah. I might actually do a second coat with this black because it's not as pigmented as I would like. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. Put my nail under here and it rests right in that nook. And press that to cure. The lamp actually stays on for 30 seconds, so I just let it sit for 30 seconds. And it is cured. I'm gonna go ahead in with another coat. And put it in for 30 seconds to cure. And there you have it. And it looks so, so nice. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't usually do black like I told you guys before, but this really looks good. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do it to my other hand too, just to go ahead and get the full effect of it all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my glue. And that honestly should be enough. And for this hand, I actually put a peel off base coat just so I can take them off whenever I'm ready and it'll come off really easily. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that on and press it down. Uh-oh. And then slide my way underneath. And that's actually perfect. Let's go ahead and cut that down. I'm not gonna lie, when I'm doing my dominant hand, with my non-dominant hand. It's a little bit more difficult because, of course, you're doing it with your weaker hand. So sometimes I like to use my drill to kind of drill down. Honestly, hold on. This file is really getting the job done, honestly. I might not need my drill. But sometimes I use the drill just to drill it down to the length that I like to do the majority of the work for me. But this file got me to where I needed to be. And that was an 80 grit file, by the way. And it got me right there, which is perfect. So again, using my non-dominant hand, I'm gonna try to paint this. And honestly, the more you do it, the easier it'll get. But this top being so thick doesn't help. I'm used to like skinny tops, like that, skinny handles. You really want to make sure you're giving yourself support also. So you see, I'm leaning on my non-dominant hand for support just to make sure I don't have so much of the shakes going on. And go slow. Slow and steady wins the race. I promise you it does. Just go slow with it, so you don't have to have a big mess to clean up. All right. And that is one coat right there. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and cure it under here, which is my lamp, just because it was plugged up and this one isn't, and I don't feel like unplugging and plugging back up. One thing I do like about their polish is the fact that you don't need a top coat with it. So I will give them that about this kit. Like, that's the only thing about this kit that I'm just like, oh my gosh, you have to have. For the most part, the kit is very basic, and I mean, it looks pretty and nice, but is it really worth $40? Not really. I just love the gel polish. The fact that the gel polish, like I said, you don't need a top coat with it, is genius. But you can honestly find everything that's in this kit and a top coat, if you needed it, for way less than $40. So, but I love the concept. It's cute and everything. And then cure that and we're done. So here is the finished look of the Target nose. Basically, every single thing that I use in this video was from Target besides the cover tips. So the cover tips, of course, came from my kit, but everything else, the gel, the UV nail lamp, and a little bit of the prepping came from that Target kit. I personally don't think it's worth the price, only simply because like the kit that we bought last week was only $10, and I got acrylic, monomer, a nail brush, some nail glue. We got tips, both natural tips and the tips that you can use for French. And that was only $10. And this one only has 4 items and is $37.99. I think the main things you're paying for is the gel polish and the nail lamp. And the one-step gel polish is genius. I love that. That might be my favorite item in this kit. But my honest review would be, I love this kit, absolutely love it. I just wish it was cheaper. I do believe that you can find all of these items that's in this kit separately and pay less money. But I wanted to go on Amazon to see if I could find some items, the same items that's in this kit, for cheaper, and I did. So I found some black gel polish for $3.99. The nail files for $2.99. We got some cuticle pushers for $2.99, better quality. Then you got a UV nail lamp for $6.99. You probably can find one cheaper than that, but then you got a top coat for $6.99. $6.99. Does that say $6.99 or $59? Something like that. So my whole cart came up to $23. The only thing that's not on here is the nail polish remover, and you can find that at a dollar store. So yeah. But if you're willing to pay the price, then I have nothing bad to say about this kit. This kit is a great kit. But this is basically the end of the video. So if you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. But I do have a little bit more that I did to the nails. So if you're wanting to watch that, then I threw together like a quick video of what I did. So yeah, enjoy. This Model 1's one coat of this. And we're gonna put it all over the nail. Okay, so after you do that, then you're gonna take your magnet. I like to go down and down. And this is just me playing around. I'm not a pro at cat eye whatsoever. But now I got me a nice little side swirl that matches my other side swirls. Do it until you're confident about it. I'm not as confident about this. But, whoa. I mean, I lied. That is pretty darn good. Throw it under the lamp. Boom. Cure that. I want to put a nice little chrome on top. So I'm going to take my good old Kiara Sky rub-on gel. A layer of that. Thin layer. Thin.
And just put it over that.
And cure this bad boy for 30 seconds. Boom. Listening, take the chrome of your choice and just rub a dub. Just really get in there. This chrome is a chrome that I got from Savalan. This is my top coat. And just like the bottle say, you're gonna glaze it right on top. And it's gonna look real good, just like a glazed donut. And now you're gonna cure that and be done.